after party. Shout out to my boys 25 to Life. Doing it real big. Shout out to boy Sub-Z. Shout out to boy Big Ross. Phil the Monster. We in this one.
Welcome to 25 to Life TV. I'm Phil. We're sitting here with SimbaTagz straight off this performance at Hifa 2013 Reverb 7. Tagz, how you doing, man?
I'm very good, Phil. How are you?
I'm good. Tell us about your performance, man. How was it on stage?
On stage, it was pretty dope. I wish we'd gotten a better slot. We still had fun with it. Although I'm actually struggling because I haven't had a voice this whole week, so I was there drinking lots of lemon water before the performance.
Before the lemon water, what was there?
Coffee last night and water and more water.
So how do you feel the crowd at Hifa compares to crowds at Say Swag?
I was actually talking about it with Zash the other day. What the good thing about crowds at Hifa is they're more like those international crowds that you'd find like in South Africa or in other places where people are receptive. They've come to hear new stuff they've never heard before. So they're not necessarily like trying to figure out if they like the beats. Like if it sounds nice, they're going for it. Like Shingai Shonyo's show was amazing. People were dancing along while that was happening without having to know what was going on beforehand. Zwagger is still pretty dope, but I mean other shows that we usually perform at, like if it's a club performance and stuff like that, it's pretty hard if people don't know your song or you don't have some kind of popularity or some kind of fan base there. But Hifa's just receptive.
So let's talk about the Black EP. When is that dropping?
Black EP, Tuesday 7th of May is when it is scheduled to drop. I'm still waiting for 2 verses from it. Right now, on what's the date today?
Today's the 4th.
The 4th. 3 days to go. I'm waiting for a verse from Reason in South Africa. And I'm waiting for a verse from Tin Diamond and Junior Brown.
Dope, you got a verse from Reason?
Yeah, well, pretty sort of, yeah.
How'd that come about?
My manager in South Africa, Mr. Mutz, actually is in touch with those people a lot. I think sometimes he's Tumi's road manager. And they worked a lot with Reason when he was still coming up, so they had a really good relationship. So the first time we kind of got in touch was, I don't know if anyone remembers, We On, Off. We on the video. He's supposed to do the second verse to that. And that's for the album, for Natural Selection later on in there. And then there's a beat I really liked on the mixtape, which sounded like it was up his alley, so we just tried it out. But now he's signed it to me, so red tape.
So tell us about the tracks that are going to appear on Black EP.
Hey, it's a playful mixture of of all the kind of tracks I wouldn't normally do. It was very not experimental to say, but I guess I was just trying to have more fun. I was trying to make songs that I could just perform and just, some would say bubblegum or whatever, but I guess that's just the space I'm in right now. Not that I've sold out, you know, but that's my expression right now. So yeah, it's playful, and there's a bit of dubstep, rap dubstep, a bit of house there, and some R&B. I didn't want to do any Afro because I wanted to introduce the Afro side on Natural Selection, the album.
So since we're a hip-hop blog, how many strictly hip-hop tracks can we expect?
What do you define as strictly hip-hop? Because there may be none.
It's a very obscure term these days, isn't it?
Yes. Well, I have to give you a bit of a backstory about that. What happened was I initially had done 11 tracks. So it was going to be a mixtape. And then on there were going to be like 2 or 3 traditional hip-hop songs. And then I lost that. My computer crashed, I lost my EP, I lost the album that's supposed to come out in September. Don't ask me why I didn't back up my stuff. I had faith in my hard drive. It taught me a lesson. But anyway, now I went a bit more traditional. Because I guess after doing those songs, I was just like, yeesh, I've really gone pretty far out of my usual. So I've come back a bit more, maybe 3 or 4 traditional tracks.
Now you sent me I guess it was the pre-final cut version of the Black EP. I sampled it. It was pretty I say crossover, but it's not as bubblegum. To my opinion, it wasn't as bubblegum as what you've said. I've heard a lot more bubblegum stuff.
Okay, yeah.
This year, but so from what you sent me, that track list and what's going to be on the final track list, which songs got booted and which songs made the final cut?
You never know until the day that you're gonna release it. But I know Do My Thing is somewhere in the middle of being scratched or being Adam.
It's actually got a hot verse.
Yeah, but the problem was I lost the session for that. And so the one that I have, the mix that I sent you, I just don't know if it's as good as other mixes because it wasn't a final mix. But I might just put it out anyway and just be like, yo, bro, take it. Do My Thing. Riding Around My City, same thing. I am seeing fire with the actual mastering of that because I only have an MP3 to work with. Did I send you Escape?
Yes, actually, I wanted to ask who's on the hook.
From Guy Nengare, the guy who did Take Me Home with Reverb.
Pretty dope, guys. Pretty dope.
Escape, I still have the beat, but I lost all that. Ashton had played bass on it. Like, I'm gonna have to listen to the one I sent you and see as well. And Kalife, that singing Kalife thing. I've got a new Kalife.
Right Around My City, that's the dubstep
one. I love that one.
But you can't master it.
What mastering now for that one entails is removing a lot of the bass. And then it just loses all its feel.
Yeah. Listen, man, bro, I gotta back up. So tell us about some of the other collabs you worked on the project. You're talking about Reason and 10. Who else do you plan to work with on Black EP and eventually on Natural Selection as well?
Reverb co-produced Escape. Party, I have a song called Party there. That was produced by a guy called Kyle Abrahams, who's from England. Now that the beat that Reason is on, or that I want Reason to be on, if he makes it in time, was produced by Miyagi Dojo, and I got another song produced by Miyagi. I got 2 Miyagi beats now. And then for Natural Selection, it's going to pretty much be the same kind of thing. I've actually sat down with Miyagi, or I texted him and said, let's work on my first album together, or whatever. So it's pretty much just going to be our minds just thinking about that. As far as collabs are concerned, sure, you never know until the day comes. A lot of people I'd like to work with, but we'll see how it turns out. I've never had a problem working by myself.
Tell us about your plans for the rest of 2013. What videos are you planning to drop? Any tours? Any other performances?
I actually wanted to do like a semi-England tour, and then also a lot of shows in Zim. Well, you said it's best to just start doing our own shows, like just say Tags at Allianz this weekend, and even if it starts off with a small fan base, you do that. And then Mr. Mutz has been telling me to come to South Africa for years to do shows because now he hosts something most Fridays there, and him and Zabs are in Back to the City and all that. Then as far as Natural Selection is concerned, as soon as I drop Black on Tuesday, I'm going to start recording Natural Selection. And I think I have another project coming up with Zabs towards the end of the year. He's already started taking beats with that one.
Yeah.
So I think that's about it. And just, producing as much as possible.
Speaking of Zabs, like you produced, I think, three of the singles off Dragonland Full Circle so far.
Yeah.
Any more in the pipework?
As in singles wise? Yeah, you should speak to me nicely and I'll give you the listening copy of. I've got it right now.
I'm always nice, bro.
Zabs, I didn't just say that. But there's another one with Just Seed. I don't know if that's come out yet.
No.
Called Passion. There's one with Melissa Allison who was in Idols. I don't know which one they're releasing first. Another one which they say is gonna be a really good single off that album. So I'm excited about that one because I was lucky enough to mix that one as well. Like I mixed the whole album, and that was pretty dope. You just work on stuff that isn't your own for a while.
I need you to take a live with me, girl. Just a live. Can you take a live? River, love one. Anzi, get the place to the staya. Anzi, Zakufaya. Never be body, never go Mujabai. I'm talking about Kalife. Kalife, to go around Kalife. Okay, Jesus. You